and welcome to a new video. Today I've just had the ScrawlrBox delivered through the door, which is pretty exciting because it's really heavy and they've had to tape it together because it's slightly too big for the box. So I'm going to get that open, see what we've got and try and create a picture with the contents. Really heavy. Ooh, oil pastels. Exciting. 24 oil pastels by Faber-Castell. So there's 24 colours. I do have a small set of these and I don't think I've used them. I got them TK Maxx, I think they were discounted. These are all the colours. Okay, so I'll have a quick look. Very nice. A lot better than last month's ScrawlrBox. I didn't like last month's because it was charcoals and I'm not interested in charcoals. Just don't have any interest in them. Okay, let's see what else we've got. So we've got a graphite stick, graphite stick, and this is a 6B, which I do already have one from a previous ScrawlrBox in the past, and it's also a 6B, so maybe it was leftover stock. And then we've got a little, that's interesting, it's a little like sculpting tool. I've never seen one that small before. These are the ones I have with like a larger end, but that one's really tiny. It's interesting. And then we've got the Scrawler sticker, and we've got a nice sweet, sugar-free sweet. Paper, we've got watercolour paper for pastels. Strange. Maybe you can use pastels on watercolour paper, I don't know. Oh, look at that lovely cat. Oh, that is gorgeous. So this is by Mima Helsi, I think, a Finnish-French artist based in Finland. And that is her Instagram, if you want to go and take a look. And then I'll have a little quick flick through the magazine. Colour shaper. That's a colour shaper. Great tool for blending, mixing and creating texture. Oh, that is really interesting. This is a brilliant box. Oh, this is the artist who created the lovely artwork. And that's some more of her artwork. Really nice. Beautiful. Some tips which I will read because I don't know much about oil pastels. That is gorgeous. That is so lovely. Is that a little project to follow? Oh yeah, it's a little project. I think I'll try and do that. More tips and artist advice and artwork from 2 boxes ago. Oh yeah, I created some little flowers with these. Yeah, I created these little flowers and I really liked these. I didn't think I was going to because I don't really like water-based markers. But then when I started playing around with them and using them on watercolour paper in conjunction with some water as well, I really liked them. So my mind was completely changed with those. And look at all these lovely artworks. They're gorgeous. Love this. Love this. Love them all. They're lovely. Love this as well. And look at that, how detailed that one is. Beautiful. And then these ones, these are the top 3. And then just some more information. And then the Scrawler challenge is among the wildflowers. Don't know if I'll do the challenge or I'll just do my own thing. Right, so I'll have a little play around with them. Right, so I'll have a little play around with them. Oh, nice. So I'm wondering if there'll be... That is really satisfying to use. I'm wondering if they'll be as similar to these, the Neo art by Karen Dash, because these are like a harder oil pastel. I don't even know if they're an oil pastel. They're like a really high quality crayon. Great for drawing, but you can't smudge them. I'm wondering if these will be similar. They feel a bit similar. The colours are absolutely gorgeous. Really, really lovely. I think ScrawlrBox have upped their game lately. I think the supplies seem to be getting really good. I didn't like last month's box, but that's because I don't like charcoal. The boxes that I have had since I signed back up, I've been quite pleased with them. And there's the white. Not sure if there's much point swatching that, but that's the white. So those are the colours. I think I'll try this little tool. Just try it on this little piece here, see if we can spread that out. Oh yeah, that spreads out nicely. It'll smudge a little bit, but it's very bendy as well. This will probably maybe work better on softer oil pastels. I'm not sure if it's going to work with these though. I could try maybe putting some white down first. And then putting another colour over the top. And see if I can scrape some out. Oh yeah, that works, I think. Just get a bit of tissue to wipe the brush off on. No, I thought it was going to work, but it didn't. Suppose you can blend two colours together with this maybe, but I have a feeling it's just going to snap at some point because it's really kind of weak. Just going to compare it a little bit to a Sennelier oil pastel and see if it, oh yeah, it spreads that one out a lot easier because those are obviously a lot softer. See if I can do the white over the top. Oh yeah, I can kind of like blend that in a little bit, but I can't get complete white over the top. I wonder if I can on this. No. I'll just have a look at some of the techniques in the book, see if I can pick up some tips. Right, so I'm going to try this out. First of all, just a little quick exercise, a little warm-up exercise. So it says I need the ScrawlrBox 131, which I've got, some tissues and some cocktail sticks. So I'm going to give it a go. So I'm just going to copy the design. I'll just use the same colours. So we start off with some smaller green circles. And then surround that with pink. It's difficult to get like a thick layer down. So the more you try and kind of fill in the spaces, the more kind of crumbs. You've got to press harder and then you create more crumbs. It's actually quite hard work. Good. I don't think it actually, I can't find where it tells you to use the tissue, but I'm presuming you have to use the tissue at this point to smooth it out. Yeah, it says blend it out, so I'm presuming this is where the tissue comes in. Let's hope it works. It'll maybe... No, that's weird. No, that's not working. It's actually just pulling it off the page. Okay, right, that doesn't work. I have to leave that. Try and get rid of these crumbs. Right, now for the cocktail sticks. So this should scratch out white lines. it kind of does a little bit. Nowhere near as effective as the pictures in the book. I mean, look at the difference. Their pink's really deep, the white's really white. How did they get the pink that deep? I think they've probably altered it afterwards. I'm not even going to continue this because it just looks awful. That's just not going to work. I'm just going to abandon. It's just awful. It's probably because it's not the right paper, I would imagine. This is watercolour paper. So I've got this pastel paper. I don't know if this is, I think this is just for chalk pastels. I don't know if it's for oil pastels. I just don't really know. But I'm going to just try them on this. So I'll just do... Oh, that is completely different. Oh my god, that is actually really satisfying. So I'll just do one small version of the flower. Wow, look how deep that colour is. I mean, I don't even think that needs blended with a tissue. Just get rid of the crumbs, right, and I'll try and do the scratch out now. It's a bit better, but they're not white. Oh, but I suppose the paper underneath isn't white, so that's probably why. If the paper was white, they would be a lot whiter. And then there was just a few little dots over the top. So yeah, they'll work really nicely on the decent paper. Just out of interest, I'm going to look at this 12 set that I purchased a bit back. It was just $3.99 on TK Maxx, I think. I just want to compare the colours and see if they're all repeats. Yeah, it looks like they probably are all repeats. Got names on. So it's 105, 107, and 107. Yeah, so we've got 107, we've got white. Yeah, they're all complete duplicates. So I think I'm going to attempt to create this whimsical hair that I did a couple of weeks back. Just going to do like a really rough attempt. So it says in the tips to start with your lightest colour. So I'm not going to try and do it accurate. I'm going to actually really try and not do it accurate, because that's where I just get caught up and then I spend ages trying to alter stuff. I think I'll draw the eyes first. Start with some yellow eyes. It's so satisfying that you can just draw over the top of other colours. Yeah, it's super difficult for small details. Maybe I'm just trying to do something far too small. I wonder if I could blend better with one of these. No, not really. I think the only way to blend is to actually blend with the actual pastel itself. Wish I was better at drawing animals. I need to practice more. Kind of getting the light to dark strategy. I think kind of like understanding that a little bit more. Absolutely don't know what I can do with these eyes to improve them. I just don't think I can do it. It's so hard when you're not used to using something. I don't know how people cope with all the crumbs. There's just literally, my desk is just a mass of dirty crumbs everywhere. But there we go, that's my little attempt at using these. It's looking a bit long and skinny. I'm not sure how it ended up like that. Yeah, so it was a little bit of fun. I think it's a really good box to get like a full 24 set of something in a ScrawlrBox. I think that's pretty good. So overall, I do like this box, and I might try some more with these oil pastels. So hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching.